Okay,
I
but
don't like the fact of what he's doing. I,
Ocho,
I don't like
if you
I don't like it. I
Ocho,
don't like the critiquing of our restaurants and having people and talking bad about our goddamn businesses and like
Ocho,
dude,
Ocho,
you know how
it is,
hard it
and I
is
get it,
for
Ocho,
us to even
Ocho.
get in the food industry and to have
But
our own restaurant and so like
Ocho,
what are we doing?
Honey, this comment takes the cake. Sis said the way some of these people slash celebrities are upset about ATL getting exposed for their horrible service and food at some of these popular spots, you would think that they were silent partners or something. Up in arms because someone who has more of a following than the average person came out and said that he nor his family received good service is crazy. Clearly, Ocho didn't actually watch Keith Lee's videos about these places because he would know that Keith never trash talked them. And he definitely never seen a single Keith Lee food review because he would know that Keith is not a black restaurant food reviewer, but just a food reviewer in general because he reviews foods from all different races slash ethnicities. Ocho talking just to be talking. Hot air from a dumb jock.
don't ask me to come to your house and then ask me what I think about it without asking me to give you my honest opinion. They
Nobody
a
asked.
lot.
Nobody asked for that.
Okay, let's talk about it. Every restaurant that me and my family go to, we were either A, invited by the restaurant themselves, or B, was told about the restaurant 100 plus times.
Nobody asked for that.
A lot of these people, listen, a lot of these restaurants do DM him, ask him to come. But
Talk about it. Every restaurant that me and my family go to, we were either A, invited by the restaurant themselves, or B, was told about the restaurant 100 plus times.
he wants to go on. A lot of times, he wants to go unannounced and give people. That's what he is. He's a food critic. He's turned himself into a food critic. It's okay.
Are we turning something resume? What are the qualifications of being a food critic?
I want to know what credentials does a dumb jock have? A dumb jock who changed his name to OchoCinco? A dumb jock whose greatest claim to fame is being pimped by the masters, the massas of the sports arena? What credentials does this dumb jock have to speak on a peace-loving man who just likes to eat food and talk about it? Somebody help me understand.
Go to a restaurant and do you like the food? Did you like the customer service? What was it like? Yes. What was the wait time like? That's all you got to do.
How about go do that at Maestro's? Go do that shit at Chris Roof. Go do it at Poppy Steak. Go do it at fucking Zuma. Go do it at goddamn whatever the fucking rest of them goddamn 5-star restaurants that everybody go do it at that. Name on the
My granddaddy used to say, free school and dumb niggas. This was a comment that I left. This is precisely why our race will never, ever elevate. This is the quote-unquote leadership of the race. It's always about the least for the bottom itch of global patriarchy and manhood. It's never, ever about elevation and rising to the occasion. We want black restaurants to be given a lower standard and expectation than the white ones, and for all black people to accept substandard and subhuman treatment. Self-loathing niggas are the bane of our collective existence, and I stand on that 10 toes down. This is a stench in the very nostril of God and an affront to the divinity of our people. We have got to stop letting dumb jocks be the representation. No other race of people lets the court jester class become the representation, the face, and the spokesman for their group, for their cohort. Only we do that, which is why nobody takes us damn seriously.
and give them the bad press and all the bad.
Ocho. Because you're black doesn't mean you're above criticism.
I'm not saying you're above anything, but go do it there. It's hard enough for us as it is. Now,
people love to live offended so they can avoid accountability. If they can remain the victim all their lives, they can avoid the challenge of maturity. That's what you're seeing from this dumb jock, from the court jester class in our race. That's what we're seeing from the court jesters. They love to live offended. They love to remain the victim. We want black people to be the victim. Oh, we got it hard enough. So that means that we get to be substandard?
Here you go.
So in other words, if he got bad service, he's supposed to just let that slide.
Service wasn't bad. Service wasn't bad. Service because it wasn't. It wasn't. I ain't never had bad service.
I said it before, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to stand 10 toes down. He is a dumb jock. What do we expect? He's in the court jester class. We cannot expect jesters to have kingly character.
Even if the service was bad, they might be having a bad day because some of the goddamn idiots they don't have to deal with.
Ocho, honestly, in the customer service business, you can't have a bad day. Because think about what you just said. Customer service.
Do you know what it's like dealing with some of these people?
You shouldn't get in that business. Do not get into the customer service business if you can be easily perturbed by having a bad day.
But sometimes you need a job. And sometimes that job, being customer service and being in the food industries, is all you can do.
And this is the problem in our race. People are doing things just for money. You got black women out here doing witchcraft for money. They're not skilled at it. They're not very good at it. They don't do any divination. They don't care. Nobody can rise with an attitude like this, that as long as I'm getting money, nothing else matters. This is why our race will always be the sticky ish at the bottom of the barrel instead of the cream at the top. This is why this particular attitude right here, we're willing to hustle our way through everything in life, and just there's no business mentality. Everything's a hustle. It's all about hustling. We don't want to be educated. We don't want to be excellent. We don't want to be great. We want low standards. We demand that low standards be acceptable for us, but then we'll turn around and cry racism if someone outside of the race says that all we can do is low things, that we're not good enough. This is shameful.